Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Welcome to Santosha's spiritual worship service. We're here on Facebook Live. I'm going to wait a couple minutes. I'm going to look at comments. Let me know you're here. I'm actually going to go in my thing here too and make sure it's public so I can see your comments. My name is Reverend Angie Hewitt-Apt, and I'm excited to be with you this evening. We have a very special service this evening. Reverend Irene's going to be on pretty soon to lead us in meditation and a world healing where we can actually send healing out to the world. And our special treat for the evening is our good friend Paula D'Amico is here to give our inspirational talk. You won't want to miss that. Paula's an excellent speaker. We haven't had her for a while, but it's great to have her back. So hi, Kelly. How are you? Haven't seen you on here in a while. So, okay, so I want to start here. Okay, welcome. Yeah, I want to just tell you a little bit about what our service is about. Okay, so this worship service is based on the religion of spiritualism. It actually started here in Western New York in 1848. Spiritualism believes that life continues after the physical change called death, and that God is a loving God who wants only our greatest good. We are spiritual beings having an earthly experience as we learn lessons for our individual growth. Spiritualism firmly believes that the gateway to reformation or change for the better is always open to each of us. And I'd love to start with prayer. Bless this day. Keep me safe and whole, kind and compassionate. Bless my path today. Help me to act with wisdom and live in perpetual gratitude. Bless my human family who are everywhere and everyone. Bless the creatures and the plants. And bless all those right now in the world who truly need our blessing. May all life be blessed on this day. Amen. I'm going to do a reading for you tonight, and this is I'm going to show you the book. It's called Introduction to Spirituality by Reverend Penny Donovan. And Penny Donovan actually was a teacher at Fellowships of the Spirit who crossed over into Spirit. I can't remember the exact date. Reverend Irene will tell you that when she comes on. But Penny channeled Archangel Gabriel, and I saw her do it, and it was amazing. And these books are filled with the lessons. And I wanted to read you one that's about how we can all be aware of the guidance that's there for each and every one of us every single day, okay? And sometimes we're not sure how to connect to our higher selves or how to ask for that guidance. And I'm going to read this to you because it's going to tell you how, okay? In order to be aware of the guidance of your higher self, it is important that you become very still. I don't mean just physically still, but it is important that you become mentally still and that you use your centeredness, centering yourself in the light, in the Christ awareness, and allowing yourself to rest in that light. Now, when you do that, the portals of heaven open to you because the spirit self of you ever abides in what you would term to be heaven, where there's absolute peace, where there is joy, perfect love, perfect everything. And when you are centering yourself to receive from the God self of you, never are you denied that access. Never. You never are. You are never turned away. There is no time in which the God of you says, I don't want to talk to that personality. They've offended me. Therefore, let's let them go and muddle through. That never happens. When you center yourself, you're bringing into alignment all of the chakras, which is important. You're also bringing in line your mental body, your emotional body, your etheric body, and your physical body, and you are aligning them in perfect order. Now, this is necessary. Why? because the God self of you has to pour into those bodies. The awareness of that, which is trying to bring you in these bodies, are in perfect alignment when you request that they be. It's that simple. Now, the thing is, a lot of you, when you get into a muddle over something, you don't think to ask. Asking is so important. You say, oh, God, help me. But you don't think to align yourself so that you are aware of the help that's there. You become immediately upset. And when you do, you make a zigzag in your alignment instead of it being straight. Now, it only takes a moment, a second of your time to just think it. I desire to be in complete alignment. And when you think it, it happens instantly. And then the flow of information from the higher self of you comes down without interference, with no interference whatsoever. It's there and it pours in and you become aware of it. So it's all about, okay, and this is me talking here. I desire to be in complete alignment, making sure that you're asking for that guidance and it's there for you. And then just wait a moment, get silent and notice what thoughts come in or notice what signs come to you over the next couple of days and you'll get your answer. It's wonderful that we pray for others and we always ask for help and guidance for others. We all need to do that. That's to give to others is important, but we have to give to ourselves too. And I remember my teacher always saying, you have to remember to ask for guidance for yourself too. And so I felt that was a perfect way to do it. I've done it. It works. And I thank you very much. I'm going to bring on now Reverend Irene, and Irene is going to guide us in meditation and healing.
Thank you.
Irene.
Thank you. That was a beautiful reading. Reverend Penny Donovan passed over last June 24th, and she was in, I believe, her late 80s. So always smiling. What a smiler.
Yeah, she sure was. Thanks, Irene.
You're welcome. So this is a beautiful lead-in to our meditation. So we're going to first relax, and then we will be saying that prayer about going into alignment, and just open up to that the God within us and all around us. So this is our time. This is the time for you. All right. So let's just start with a breath out as you make yourself comfortable. And exhale any tiredness or exhaustion or busyness from the day. Anything that doesn't really belong to you, just let it go for now. This is your time. And when you are ready, take a nice inhale deeply and feel that breath uplifting you, holding it for just a few seconds and then letting it go again. Breathing out any difficulties, any trials, any worries. We just let them go, and they go into the earth where Mother Earth cradles them. And we again inhale at your own pace, fully and deeply, and we feel your neck relaxing and your shoulders relaxing as you let out. And you feel yourself opening up the right side of your brain, your intuitive side, right? And you're just telling your body that this is a time to be peaceful and to relax. You tell your heart this is the time to just let those feelings sit and be at peace. And you tell your mind to just be patient. This is a time of resting, of openness to the divine. And at this time, we just take another breath and feel a letting go from our shoulders, down through our torso and our arms, down through our thighs, knees, calves, and our feet and our toes resting on the earth. Okay. And we say those words, I desire to be in complete alignment, all aspects of yourself. And know it is so. Know it is so. We feel our heart opening. Opening. This is your time of comfort, of rest, of just letting go and letting the divine within. We let it stay. It's your time with the divine. And we'll have about a minute of silence as we let go and we let God. And we feel an easing of our heart. We feel the blessings of these moments all around us. They crowd around us and uplift us. And we breathe a sigh of relief. And we know that there is boundless love for us, that we are endlessly loved and cared for and comforted. And if we but open up to it any time of the day, we have this time of blessing, of alignment, of feeling worthy, of receiving all that is there for us. And gradually, bit by bit, we feel ourselves letting go of this special time, this time of alignment, and we bring unconditional love with us. And we say to our mind, let this unconditional love go through every bit of our mind and our thinking. We feel our heart and we know that the love, the unconditional love, is bountiful. It delights us, it enriches us, and we feel the happiness of that love. And we also feel the sanctity of this unconditional love throughout all our cells, in our body, uplifting and relaxing. And we know we are one. We are one. So gently just breathe out. You can wiggle your fingers and toes and come back as we get ready while we're still in this energy to join in together, no matter where we are, near or far, in sending healing. So we have a prayer for spiritual healing. I ask the great unseen healing force to remove all obstructions from my mind and body, and to restore me to perfect health. I ask this in all sincerity, and I will do my part. I ask this great unsealing healing force to help both present and absent ones who are in need of help, and to restore them to perfect health. We put our trust in the love and power of God. And as we are uplifted with this healing, which is available to all, if only we just open up and accept, we send out our love, our kindness, and healing to all around the world, to all the countries, to all the peoples, to all the ages, from children, from newborn, those so active in their life in the Middle Ages, those who are elderly. We all have our part to play, and we all are receiving if we but open up to it. We know that there is abundant healing going out to our leaders, and we know that grace accompanies each and every one. And for this, we do give thanks. And lastly, to our dear, dear Mother Earth, that is so full of life, bursting with its own healing nature. For this, we give thanks as well. And we know it is so. Amen.
Amen. Irene, that was beautiful.
Thank you.
And meditation is so important, and sending healing out that way is so important, and it works.
Yes, it does. You can lie there in bed before you go to sleep and just send out love and healing. Just see people surrounded with the white light of love. It really makes a difference. So.
It does. So I'm going to bring on our speaker, and I'm going to read you her bio. So everybody, I welcome our friend Paula D'Amico. Hi, Paula.
Hey, Ange, how are you? So nice to see you and be with you this evening.
Wonderful to have you here too. I'm going to read you Paula's bio, okay, in case you don't know her, so you know a little bit about her. Paula Green D'Amico, the owner, creator of the plant-based business Blessings by Nature. You wrote this in the I Am, so
I know. I told you that. I gave you a heads up ahead of time.
Okay, so Paula is also a 2-time Emmy-nominated television producer. Paula's done some amazing things. The two worlds allow her to inspire, energize, deliver hope, healing, and success into people's lives using the power of communication and the power of nature. As a broadcaster, Paula gives light to women in business and shares the difference they are making in the community. For over a decade, Paula has been creating and educating students, seniors, business owners, avid gardeners, and more about the power of plants. Blessings by Nature offers a line of herbal sachets, unique living arrangements, and delicious syrups, including the wildly popular elderberry syrup, which I love. Paula is an international speaker, teacher, founding member of Music to Remember of Western New York, current chapter president of the Buffalo Niagara chapter of the National Association of Women Business Owners, and recipient of the Clarence Chamber of Commerce 2019 Women of the Year Award. You can find Paula on bookshelves as co-author of The Beauty of Authenticity and on the airways of host of the podcast To Make a Long Story Short and Reset Button. Awesome, Paula. I welcome Paula D'Amico.
Thank you. Thank you, ladies. Thank you so much. Thank you for the warm welcome. Now, I'm just going to give you a heads up before I even start. I've got 2 dogs in the house, So if you hear a little bark now and again, it would be one of the dogs, probably the big dog. He's a nosy posy. So excuse him if he decides to chirp in and do a bark or two. So I want to thank you ladies so much for inviting me this evening. And there was a word that Ange used when she was reading my bio, and then she used it earlier as well. And that's going to be the focus of what I'm speaking on tonight. And it's the word hope, and it's in connection with the pandemic as well. The pandemic has changed our lives absolutely and completely. And we know that it's not just changed us in a sense where we had to stay home, right? It changed our actions. It changed our thoughts. It changed how we process the world around us. And that also, what that did was it planted a seed. And yes, I am all about the plants and planting seeds, but what's happened over the past year and a half has been, yes, there has been times when it has been devastating and we've experienced a great loss, but we've also experienced some miracles as well. And I believe the pandemic, in many respects, has actually paved the way to planting seeds of hope. And that hope has also paved the way for inspiration. Hope is it's become a hot button word. We have all these different words that we started using since we entered into this world of the pandemic. We use like reset, we've hit the reset button, or hashtag new normal. What is the new normal, right? We don't even know what that is now, because every time we look around, something changes. But what's the one word that has really kind of stayed the same? It's mainstay. It's been that balance for us, and that's the word hope. Hope, I feel, is the word that lifts us up. And it's the word that empowers us. It truly does give us food for our soul and our spirit. It gives us strength. It helps us to persevere. It helps us to push forward. But it's not only for ourselves. That word hope and what we've been doing over the past year, that gives light and that empowers all those around us. So it is our family members. It is our friends. It is our neighbors. It's even our pets. They are so happy that we are here home with them, right? That, that message of hope, they feel it too. They connect with that as well. But I'm going to go to a little bit of a different direction for just a moment. But I don't want you to think that we're going to stay in that spot, because we are going to lift up higher and higher and higher. And, as much as we have discovered that hope, and we've discovered the miracles that have actually happened around us, that have transformed our lives, we've also experienced great loss as well, right? We've experienced loss of our friends. We've experienced loss of our loved ones, of our neighbors. We've experienced the loss of a job. We've experienced the loss of connection. We've experienced the loss of freedom, of doing the things that we were so accustomed to experiencing, to celebrating, to the loss of our everyday lives. It has changed, has it not? It has. It truly has. And I bring this into play because loss is actually, it's on my mind today. And I'll tell you why. Loss is on my mind today because I lost a very dear friend yesterday, suddenly. And this is the second loss in the past month. I also lost another very, very, very dear friend, very close friend. And how life-changing is that when we experience loss of any kind? It's an upheaval. It's upsetting. It leaves us with such a sense of sorrow and heaviness. And it is so hard for us to pick ourselves back up again. It's so hard for us to be able to see that light. We feel that we may be in a darker place. And how do we get there? It's just like the pandemic in many respects as well. Because, we've experienced that loss, and we keep saying to ourselves, I don't know about you, but I know I say to myself all the time, oh my gosh, the light, there's the light at the end of the tunnel. The light at the end of the tunnel, the pandemic, it's right there. It's right there. I see it, and I'm going towards it, and I'm almost there. I am almost there. And then all of a sudden, it seems like that light jumps back. And you're like, where was it? It was right here. Where did that light go? It's way over there. It almost seems unreachable, but it isn't. It truly isn't. And to get yourself in a better place, whether you are going through some losses that the pandemic brought into your life, or you've experienced the loss of a friend or a loved one like myself, there always is light at the end of the tunnel. We will get there. We will see that light and grab it and hold on to it and feel the power of that light and empower us and fill our hearts and souls with happiness and joy and abundance and prosperity, and our lives and our spirit will once again skip a beat. But we just have to be patient. We just have to remember that it will come. It will come. We've lost so much, but we've gained so much as well. When you think about it, in the beginning of the pandemic, I started jumping on Facebook and every Sunday, and you ladies and gentlemen are more than welcome to follow me and jump on as well. Every Sunday evening at about 5:15. The reason why I jumped on was because I just felt like talking. And I felt that there were probably other people out there too that wanted to talk as well. And they wanted to find someone that might give them a little bit of inspiration, a little bit of hope. And I think I do that, but you know what ends up happening? I receive that hope as well. And that's what's so important about that word hope. It's not just for one person. It's for everyone. I offer a little bit of hope to you. You offer a little bit of hope to me. We feed each other's souls and spirit with that hope. Angie and I have conversations, and I give her hope. She gives me hope. And it goes on and on and on. And what an amazing action, that word hope. How empowering, how enlightening, how amazing, how incredible that is. We just have to remember that in these days and times, in these unprecedented times, that we need to look ahead. We need to look forward. And I'm gonna misquote this quote, but you'll understand it when I say it. Excuse me. We simply need to keep looking ahead. Because if we keep looking back behind us, we never see where we're going. We never see what's in front of us. We never see the future. We never see the potential. What is it that might be ahead of us? Our future, the happiness, the joy, the celebration. So we need to keep looking forward. Don't look back. We can look back every once in a while if you want to reminisce and you're thinking, but let's look forward. Let's keep moving forward towards the light. We will grab it, we will find the hope, and we will lift ourselves. We will lift all of ourselves up together and get to that higher plane. The pandemic has transformed us. It's really transformed the entire world around us. I don't know about you, but I remember in the very, very, very beginning, when literally it was like the world shut down. And if you sat outside, because the weather was coming around, right? It was springtime. If you sat outside, you heard things that you probably hadn't heard in a while. You clearly heard the birds singing. You clearly heard bunnies jumping around your backyard. You felt the breeze. You heard the rustling of the leaves in the trees. You heard singing and whistling and laughter and children playing. What are some of the things you didn't hear? Well, you probably didn't hear as many cars. You didn't hear as many horns. You didn't hear as many, maybe, arguments as you heard before. All of a sudden, the world just stopped. And everything else that we had lost connection with, it was like God, the Divine Spirit, pumped up the volume. And we heard the things that we had been missing for so long. And now, as we begin to rebound, as we begin to reopen, you don't hear those things as clearly as you heard them before. But I bet that if you sat outside and you sat still and you listened, you would hear those birds chirping again, the squirrels running around, the rustling of the leaves in the trees, because you remember what that sounded like, and you remember how much that delivered into your life and into your family's life and into your friends' life and into the world around you. Because if you realize, at that moment, during that time, as much as we were in this, crazy place, didn't know where we were, what was happening, what was going on, we felt still a sense of hope and peace and balance. And we were able to bring a level of rest into our lives as well. Even though things have picked up quite a bit, we are reopening and life is becoming a little bit of a hustle and a bustle again. I ask you to remember that time. Remember that time when you sat still in your yard or in your home, when you took the time to just kind of putter around the house, fix whatever you wanted to fix, do your laundry at your leisure, take a long hot bath or a shower and just relax. And do yourself a favor and repeat. Do that again. It's not looking back, it's looking forward, and it's giving yourself a gift. I think Ange kind of touched on it in the beginning when she was talking about her reading and how you should do things for yourself. And I'm going to suggest that you do something for yourself as well, because when you do something for yourself, you re-energize yourself. You give yourself that hope. And you give yourself that lift, that inspiration, that empowerment, that power to keep going, to keep maneuvering your way through whatever it is that is surrounding you, good, bad, indifferent. Create something for yourself. We talked about just a few minutes ago to look ahead and to think ahead. What is in your future? Create a vision board for yourself. Find words that inspire you. We listen every month when Ange does the service. We hear readings and we hear prayers, and we're led through meditation, and how we can take a moment for ourselves. And those words are so inspiring and they deliver so much as well. Find some words, pick up a book in your house. I know you have a book in your house that you probably have either by your bedside or maybe on your coffee table, and they have words of wisdom in there, words of inspiration that when you open them up, you just look at it and you go, yes, that's what I needed to hear today. This is what I needed to see and read and feel today. Do some writing for yourself. Maybe it's reading a book in its entirety. Maybe it's reading a story that you haven't read in a long time, that inspires you and lifts you up and gives you hope. Meditation. We all know how important meditation is and how important it is for you to take that moment to breathe. That moment for yourself. Gardening. That is one of my biggest and most favorite things to do, is to garden. And gardening will empower you and lift your spirits as well as improve your health. Go ahead and take a walk. Go outside. Grab your dog. Go for that walk. Maybe you don't want to go for a walk with the dog because it's too much of a hassle to leash him up. Well, that's okay. Grab a cozy spot in your home. Grab your puppy dog or your kitty or your bunny or whatever your furry friend is, and cuddle up with your friend. You know, they give you hope and strength just as much as you give them. And cook. Why don't you cook yourself your favorite recipe? Or maybe at this time you can actually pay a visit to a good friend or a family member, someone you haven't seen in a long time. All those things can help deliver hope and power into your life, and faith that you know that you will continue to journey down this road that we will find the light. We will be able to grab the light and energize ourselves and lift ourselves up to a higher level. Faith. It is so strong. It is so empowering. It is so fulfilling. It just satisfies us, just like hope does. So as I begin to wrap up and leave you tonight, I want to leave you with something that I have started doing for myself. And I've shared it with others. And it is so, I think it's such a great way to end your day and to start your day. You know, I'm sure many people have said something to you like, you know, when you get up in the morning, plant your feet down on the ground and say, okay, you know, you're ready to take on the day. Or maybe when you're taking a shower in the morning, you're saying to yourself, I'm going to wash away whatever doesn't serve me. And I'm welcoming in everything that does serve me, that does serve my purpose for the day. Or at your end of the day, you know, you're taking a shower and you're washing away the day. You're like, let it go and bring in the good stuff. You know, if we create some type of an affirmation for ourselves, it is also so empowering. And I personally have found this so empowering, balancing, and I'm going to share it with you. And so every night, as I snuggle down on my bed, I get all cozy with my puppies and my husband. I say to myself before I drift off to sleep, I am grateful for, and I am looking forward to. I am grateful for, and you can go down the list of things that you are grateful for. Maybe it's just one thing. I am grateful for seeing Angie again tonight on tonight's spiritual service. And then I say, I am looking forward to the weekend. I'm looking forward to celebrating my husband's birthday tomorrow or the next day. Those two affirmations, I believe, will give you hope and will give you energy and will empower you and will help lift you up and carry you through every day. It kind of puts your day to rest, and it opens up the door to the future for the next day. Remember, my friends, let's try to not look behind us because we don't want to miss what's in front of us, the future. And with that, I wish you all a blessed evening this evening. I hope you all stay safe and in good health, and you find your hope and fill your hearts in your family's hearts with hope and love and positive energy. And with that, I send it back to Angie.
Hey, hi. Thank you, Paula. That was wonderful. And I'm so grateful to have you.
Oh.
words were so inspiring. So many things you said, about, I remember that, when everything shut down and we listened to the birds chirping, and that was a gift, and something that I feel we should keep. And I think that's what you were saying.
Absolutely. It's if anybody remembers, I mean, it was so, some people might say it was chilling because it was so quiet. But if you took in the gift that you were being given,
Yeah,
you have to look at it as a gift.
you do.
And when you take it in as that gift, that's what you can see, where the hope comes into play, and how you can keep moving and keep going.
For sure. And by the way, I watch your Sundays, your Sunday chat, and you really do give people hope every single time. And I would encourage people to watch for sure. So, and I love the gratitude too. I think what you said, have an affirmation and be grateful. What was that again? Be grateful.
It is, I am grateful for, so then you run through whatever you're grateful for the day. And then you say, I'm looking forward to.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that. Thank you so very, very much.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Hey, I hope you come back. And I know you're coming back again to talk to me on Lilydale Blog Talk Radio, right?
Yes, absolutely.
That too. So I'm going to bring on Reverend Irene, everybody, and she's going to go over announcements. Okay.
All right. Thank you. Beautiful, uplifting, Paula.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Especially the reminder about faith. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
Yeah. And now for announcements. Here's what's happening at Santosha in May. Most of the events are going to be offered on Zoom, and you'll hear about the exceptions. And they're all at Eastern Daylight Time. And there's more details about each of these on Santosha's Facebook page under events. All right. Looking ahead to tomorrow night, there is intuitive development for beginners using your natural intuition every day. It's online through Zoom, and it's tomorrow night and May 20th, as well as 2 dates in June. All right. And at this, you'll learn how to connect to your intuition and use it in daily life. Each class begins with a relaxing meditation, followed by a lesson that will help you develop and practice using your intuition. Coming on Friday at noon, Angie and Friends. It's a radio show, Spiritual Discoveries, on Lilydale Blog Talk Radio and Facebook Live. This week's guest is Master Healer and Teacher Tom Kratzley, wonderful practitioner. Oh, I'm looking forward to that. And upcoming, that's at noon. And upcoming, Becky Wisniewski on May 14th is going to talk about Bach flower remedies. And our inspirational speaker tonight, Paula D'Amico, is going to be there on Friday, May 28th. We're looking forward to all those sessions with Angie on hand. Looking at this Sunday, join us on Sundays on Zoom for a nice relaxing guided meditation. And you can see the time is 11 to 12, and that'll be on Sunday, May 16th and 30th at those times. However, and Reverend Brenda Reading will guide meditation this Sunday for Mother's Day. This week only this week, and I think it's because of Mother's Day, meditation is from 10 to 11 a.m. So 10 to 11 only this Sunday. Okay. Looking into next week, on Tuesday is a workshop called Building Confidence in Your Intuitive Abilities. And this is for people who are more intermediate or advanced. And this is online through Zoom. It'll be Tuesday, May 11th and 25th. And you can see it's for an hour and a half. This class is ideal for someone just beginning to practice, or someone who's been practicing a while who would like to gain some additional skills and experience. It's a wonderful class. And you'll feel the assurance and gain the assurance that you need to go forward. On the remaining Sunday this month, there's a Tibetan sound bath, meditation, and healing. This is hybrid. It's both in person and online via Zoom on Sunday, May 23rd. If you enjoy or are curious about the sounds of Tibetan bowls, join Reverend Angie for a centering healing experience on Sunday morning, May 23rd. You can attend via Zoom or in person and socially distanced at Santosha's new location on Worley Drive. So, and more details on Santosha's Facebook page. Looking even further ahead, if you're thinking about summer plans, there are a couple, look at this. Wow. How to stay connected to your loved ones. This is, Angie's going to be there at Lilydale. This is, looks like it's Zoom on Wednesday, August 4th, 9:30 to 12:30. That's a morning. She also is going to do a one-day workshop about developing your intuitive abilities on Saturday, July 17th. So she's going to be active in there. And let's see.
Actually, the Lily classes are on Zoom and in person.
They're on Zoom and in person. And you'll find more details about this. Those Lilydale workshops are, go to lilydaleassembly.org and look for its event calendar. And you'll find more details and you can sign up there too. So you get a nice, good dose of Angie's teaching. So she's also doing a summer workshop for Fellowships of the Spirit, which is right outside of Lilydale on Dale Drive. This is strictly by Zoom, past life regression and your soul blueprint, and Eastern Daylight Time. Past life knowledge opens doors so you can discover how knowledge of the past can enhance what is good, creative, and successful in your life today, as well as eliminate blockages. And for more details for this, you go to fellowshipsspirit.org and look under education and events. All right. And those are our announcements for tonight. Anything to add, Angie?
No, thanks, Irene.
Okay. So at this time, we're going to switch gears and go into the message portion of our service. So message work is a form of verbal healing. We always set our intentions for the highest and the best of the recipients. And very often, you may be hearing someone getting a message online, but and then start to feel that message resonate with you. If you find yourself feeling that in response to a message that's given to someone else, that message can be for you, and you'll get healing from it. Please join us in this prayer if you know it. Oh God, as we open the door to communication in unity with the Holy Spirit, the great I Am presence of the universe, we give thanks, for we know that the words spoken are filled with your love, truth, wisdom, and understanding of the highest. And now, Reverend Angie.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Thank you. Thanks, Irene.
You're welcome.
Okay, so I'm going to go with Jean because that's the first question I had, that you'd love a message from anyone. Okay, so Jean, as I connect, I keep seeing the word change, and I keep feeling like you're trying to make some decisions as you navigate. I feel like change in your life, and probably change of this last year and more. I have to bring a woman in from the other side. This feels a lot to me on my mom's side of the house. Feels like grandma to me, okay? And I can see her with a big smile on her face, looking really, really happy to see you, okay? She looks like she was always pretty well groomed. Her hair looks nice, and I keep seeing lipstick, so it feels like maybe that was important to her, or just symbolic that she wanted to look nice. And she's saying that as you're navigating these changes and trying to decide what direction do I go in, I see you kind of going back and forth and feeling different ways on different days. And she's saying it's not quite quite time yet to make the decision. Sometimes we have to process things, and sometimes we have to, wait for we're learning and different tools to come in before we're ready to make that decision. Okay. And she keeps showing me in the next 2 or 3 months, I feel the changes, okay, the good changes coming for you. And I see you in a good direction. I feel things changing. It feels like in your work, either in your present work, or I could see you adding on. And also reminding you too, to make sure that you do more things that you love. Okay. Because I feel you're busy a lot, and you don't always, just what we were talking about earlier, not always making time for you, and how very, very important that is. Okay. And I'll leave that with you with lots of light and love. I have to come to Paula, and I know Paula's down there. I could bring Paula on screen here. So Paula, I got to come to you because
Okay.
I whole time. Can I come to you?
Sure, of course you can.
Okay, so I feel immediately, I felt your mom, okay, kind of stepping forward, and I felt like the entire time you were talking, she had her hand on your shoulder, talking about, like, I could see her beaming, like, I am so proud of her, and I'm so proud of the work that she's doing. I feel she was so supportive, like, whatever you did, it's like she was your biggest cheerleader, and she's showing me, like, how much you've grown, and how many new things you've been doing, and the healing work you're doing, because I feel this for you with everything you do, whether it's a talk here or it's, even things at the TV station. It feels like you're always doing things to try to make things better for everybody. I keep seeing your mom being a good cook, but I also feel then your dad kind of popping in too. And I don't know if he liked to cook or he just liked to eat the good things she made.
No, he liked to cook, but
is he the cook? As I said, the
his
cook.
recipes were very unique.
Okay, he was very unique. Okay, all right, okay, and also I feel a good sense of humor with him too. I can see him kind of popping in, and actually, your mom's saying me too. But I feel like around your son, okay, because it feels like a lot of changes and a lot of things happening for your son. And I haven't talked to you for a while, but I feel like it's like he's making some big decisions in his life right now. Okay, and I can see both of them there, and they're saying, "Don't worry, he's going to be okay. You know that he's on the right path. He's in the right direction, and he's going to wind up in a fantastic space." Okay. I also feel like I see like future grandchildren of yours, okay, with them. And they're saying they're having a really good time right now with these kids, and you'll eventually get them too. But know for sure, that your parents are with you. I feel this gentleness with your mom, like she was a gentle soul, like a good soul, but with a lot of strength too. She's saying I was gentle and strong too, So just know that you have their support, like always. I see cardinals, Paula. I see feathers. Okay. I see coins. Maybe you're finding coins. I feel like things happen out in the garden because that's where you hear them most. And I feel when you get quiet in the garden and you're sitting there, and all of a sudden thoughts pour in, know for sure that it's the two of them, and I can hear them both like giving you advice. Do it this way, do it that way, but with lots and lots of love and so much pride.
Thank you, Angie. Thank you so much.
I'll leave that. I had to come to you. So, okay. Thank you. Okay. So let's see what we got next. Karen, are you pulling messages up? Oh, okay. Here, I'll go with Diane. Hi, Diane. How are you? It's good to see you on here. A message from your mom or whoever. Okay, Diane, I want to say that I feel your mom does step in, but I feel others around you as well. Okay, so I feel mom, and I also feel grandma, and I feel like they step in together. Okay, and I feel there was nothing they liked better than being with the family and cooking. I feel like food was always part of it. I'm not sure which one was the better cook, but I feel like food was always part of it. I also feel too a gentleman stepping in, and he had a wicked sense of humor. He's kind of saying a wicked sense of humor. He just said whatever he wanted to say, and he would especially say it like if you laughed at him. I feel like his mischievousness would even get a little bit worse. Okay. But I also feel this too, that your mom is saying with it being so close to Mother's Day, like how important it is for you to kind of get that message from her and for you to know that she is with you. And I can hear her saying this with you too. Go forward. Just keep going forward. Let nothing stop you. And just kind of know that if you reach an impasse, or it feels like I don't know, I feel like I can't go any further. Why aren't the doors opening? And she's saying, you just kind of wait a little while. You keep going forward as much as you can. Sometimes you have to sit down and rest for a little while too. That's all right too. And then the important thing is you get up and you keep going, because she's showing me that you're going to get where you want to get. It feels like I can almost see you picking up tools and learning and all different kind of things along the way. But the dreams and the hopes that you have for you, she has them for you too. Okay. And she's saying it's all about just believe in yourself. She believes in you, and you're going to be where you want to go. And I keep feeling like 6 months, okay, is when I could hear you saying, finally, I'm doing what I love to do. Okay. I'll leave that with you with lots of light and love, Diane. Okay. Do I have more, Karen? Let's see. Evangeline. I guess I'm asking Karen and I'm pulling them up. Okay, so any messages that come through for me would be truly appreciated. So Evangeline, as I'm connecting, and I don't know why, it's like right away the words that came in for me were travel and vacation. Okay, and I feel like that's something that's important for you, whether it's that you go travel someplace or you take some time to connect with nature and go sit by the river. I keep feeling like taking breaks. It feels like that you have a lot on your mind sometimes, and it's hard to kind of hear your own inner voice. Remember that meditation that we talked about, please put me in perfect alignment. And I feel like for you, I could see you doing that so much, like go sit down by the Niagara River, okay, and let yourself really connect. And that feels to me like that's almost like there's vacation and staycation. Like I feel like either one, okay? I feel a gentleman stepping in for you from the other side of life, okay? This feels, I keep saying it's either father or grandfather. I can't ask you to confirm, but I feel like it's one of them for sure. Okay. I almost feel like a quirky personality, a sense of humor. Like I feel like he looked nice and then wound up a little bit rumpled. Okay. Sometimes. Okay. And he didn't really care, because I feel like the most important thing, I could see him shaking people's hands and wanting to connect with people. All right. And I feel like he was good at that. It feels like he was very charismatic. All right. So know that this gentleman is with you and watching over you and around you a lot. I don't know why it's like I see him in his favorite recliner with the remote. Okay. So I feel like there are times that you might be sitting in your house in the evening, and if you have a recliner, like I feel he's sitting in it with the remote still. Okay. So know he's with you. Know that you have that guidance. Don't forget to take those breaks so that you can sometimes clear your head and get to hear the messages that are there for you always from your loved ones on the other side. Okay. I hope that made sense, and I'll leave that with you with lots of light and love. Thank you. Okay. So I'm going to go with my buddy, Grace. Hi, Grace. How are you, Grace? Grace. Okay. Immediately, and I haven't talked to you in a while. I see you on Zoom, but I haven't talked to you, but I see the word growth. Okay. And I see that word like over your head, and it's big. Okay. And I feel like it's kind of over the last couple years, maybe even longer, all the growth. Okay. That where it feels like you've kind of stepped into your own light, and I see authenticity and really connecting to your authentic self. All right. And believe that and kind of know that, because I feel like you do, but everybody needs reminders, right? And know that the work that you're doing, because I see the word healer with you too, okay? And I feel like it's not just saying message work. I feel like healer just with people in your life and the things that you do, okay? I keep hearing that, like, I'm seeing believe. I feel like you have to take that word believe and hang that up on your computer just for the times like here and there that you kind of wonder, am I going to get there? And am I doing what I'm meant to do? And I feel, honestly, I feel all this excitement inside of you. It's like all this surge of excitement, like as this growth occurs and you keep learning new things and doing new things. Okay. I see mother too. Okay. And maybe I'm getting all these moms because it's Mother's Day. Okay. But I feel very, very much like your mom is close by. And she's saying, boy, you sure have transformed your life and you've changed things around. And it wasn't always easy to get to connect to the authentic part of you the way that you have. And it wasn't always easy to move through, say, some of these growth spurts, or, it feels like the challenges that you're given. But she's saying, boy, you're making it through, and you're doing it with grace and ease. Like, your name really matches who you are. And know that she's with you. Pay attention when those thoughts come in, and know that it's her every single time. And she's saying hello to the grandchildren. Okay. And she's saying happy Mother's Day back to you too. Okay. And I'll leave that with you with lots of light and love. Thanks, Grace. Let's see. Oh, Sharon. Hi, Sharon. Hi, buddy. Sharon, how are you? Okay. Sharon. Okay. I keep seeing the word fun with you. Okay. And I feel like what they're showing me is how important it is, because because it feels like you have fun, and then I feel like you take things seriously too. And I feel like you take your work seriously too. And there's always like a lot that it feels like a lot to get done. And I keep feeling like fun, how important that is to make sure, especially as we enter the summer months, for you to just, I feel like, be frolic and be free. Okay. Is kind of what I'm hearing with that, and how important it is, like, to give yourself that permission to do it, and just kind of say, what do I really, really, really want to do today? What do I really, really need? What do I need for me? And the heck with the word with should, what I should be doing. Okay. So I feel like throw that should out the window and have fun. All right. There's a gentleman stepping in for you from the other side. He had a sense of humor. I feel like he loved to kid around with you. He loved to joke around with you. I feel like he loved to tease you. Okay. I can see him. He's showing me, while I feel his passing was very sudden. Okay. And I feel like even to him too, I can feel it's like, boy, it came as a surprise to him. He wasn't expecting it either. But it's important for you to know that he's okay. All right. And it's important for you to know, I can see his smile. It feels like a wicked grin is kind of what I'm hearing. And he wants you to know that he's with you. And he's saying, boy, when you have fun, I kind of feel like those messages about having fun are coming from him. Okay. And he's saying, when you're having fun, he's going to be having fun with you. Just know that. Okay. Know for sure he's around. For sure he's okay. And he's going, and I love you. I love you. Okay. And I'll leave that with you with lots of light and love, Sharon. I hope that made sense. Okay. I don't even know what time it is. I'm not paying attention. I don't have Irene on here telling me. Okay. So Jude, hi, Jude. How are you? Any message for you? Okay, so Jude, as I'm connecting in with you, okay, the first thing I'm seeing, I keep seeing work and career, okay? So I don't know if you've had some changes or you're looking to make some changes in regards to work and career, okay? That if you haven't done it yet, I feel like it's coming, and I feel like it's coming soon. As I'm saying that, it's like I see a ladder kind of coming down from the sky, and a ladder coming down from the sky always, to me, means symbolically of I'm going upward, or I want to go upward, and how do I get there? Okay. So I keep feeling like for you, I keep seeing 3, like it feels like 3 to 4, closer to 3, because the 3 looks bigger to me. Okay. Within 3 to 4 months, that opportunity is going to come for you. And it feels like I'm moving into a management, or I'm more in charge, and I'm doing something that I really, really love. I see the word dreams for you too. Make sure you go forward in your dreams. Okay. I feel like follow your dreams. Okay. Because your dreams or your heart are going to take you right where you belong. But I feel very much like you deserve this promotion or this new opportunity. Again, I feel like it comes with you're the one making more of the decisions, which I feel you're very good at. And I also feel like monetarily, it's going to be good for you as well. So it feels like I keep seeing 3. So it feels like within 3 months. Okay. And I'll leave that with you with lots of light and love. I hope that made sense. It's strange giving messages on here because I don't get to hear back. Karen, do you know where I am now? Kathy? I don't think I went to Kathy.
There were some up above if you want to go back above.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to let you stay on here.
Did you do Patricia Davis? I don't think, right?
Okay. Patricia Davis, I would love a reading. Okay. Okay. So Okay, so Patricia, I have a woman stepping in for you immediately from the other side. Okay, I keep seeing it feels like I'm seeing mom. Okay, so I don't know if I'm talking about mom or I'm talking about grandma that was like a mom. Okay, I can see her coming in and she's handing you a bouquet of flowers. Okay, I feel like she liked flowers. Okay, and I also feel like the flowers are symbolic for make sure you do something wonderful for you. Okay, because I feel she would have loved like flowers sitting on her kitchen table or, flowers out in the garden. Okay. So I can see her encouraging you to do that. So she's giving them to you kind of symbolically and saying that for you to make sure you do that. All right. She shows me, I see cardinals. I think I talked about cardinals before. And I feel she sends you cardinals all the time to let you know she's with you. And she's talking about sometimes maybe because of the way things have been over the past year, it feels like you have felt like you've been alone a little bit. Okay. Or sometimes we feel like we're trudging up the mountain and are we ever going to get there? And it feels like we're walking up that mountain and we're by ourselves. And she's saying, you're not by yourself ever. I'm with you every single time. I have your back. Okay. And I'm helping you and showing you the directions to go. But she's saying that for you, you have like she's saying a lot of spirituality inside of you. And I'm hearing her saying, just trust yourself. That's really what it's all about. And you always know like what path to take and what step to take next. And she's showing me you're heading towards some good things. Okay. I feel like you've had some challenges. You've had to overcome some challenges. And I feel like over the next 6 months, I see you. It's almost like I'm opening the door with a big smile on my face. And I'm finally getting there. And all this hard work, I'm finally getting to the top of the mountain. And all this hard work is finally paying off. All right. And I leave that with you with lots of light and love. And I hope that makes sense. So what do I do? A couple more?
It's up to you. How many more? I've got another one here for you. Terry Fishburne.
Okay. Hi, Terry. Okay. You guys aren't giving me questions. You're right. That's okay though. Okay. Terry, the first thing that I see with you is I want to connect to your heart. And I feel like you have such a good heart. Okay. I feel like you are such a giving person. I feel like a lot of people say that they're giving people, what have you, but you really are. I see very genuine and I see lots of goodness in you. I almost feel like the word counselor as I connect with you. All right. That I don't know if that's what you do by trade or somehow I feel like a natural counselor that probably in your profession or your work, I feel you're counseling everybody and helping everybody. But I feel like that kind of even goes along with friends. Okay. I feel like you're doing that for friends and family members and everybody. And I feel that the reason why people seek you out and they feel free to be open with you is because of that there's like lack of judgment on your side. Okay. I feel like you understand that everybody is learning and don't judge until you walk a mile in their shoes or what have you. Okay. And I also, I want to say this too, that when you're doing your counseling and you're saying some of the things that you're saying to people and they're telling you that you're helping them so much, is that feels a lot to me like that comes from your spiritual side and your intuition. Okay. Every single time, know you're intuitive. All right. I feel like trust that because there are times that I feel somebody is saying something to you and you're going, I have no idea how I'm going to help that person. And then all of a sudden there you are, the answers just kind of come. And that's where they're coming from every single time. Okay. I feel like you have lots of faith and you have lots of trust. And I keep feeling like and have more faith and more trust and know that your grandmother on your mother's side is with you. I feel all the time too. I see glasses. I don't feel like she was heavy set, but not thin. Okay. Maybe pleasingly plump. I don't know. Okay. I also could see her doing some baking because I saw her pulling a pie out of the oven. It looks pretty good. I kind of want some. Okay. So I feel she's with you. I feel be proud of yourself for the good work you're doing and the ways that you're helping people in that natural counseling, and know it's your intuition too. I'll leave that with you with lots of light and love. I hope that makes sense.
Is that it, Ange? It's after.
Yeah. Okay. We're at like 10 after. Okay. We're over time, everybody. So everybody, thank you so very much. I appreciate that you were with us. I'm going to bring Irene back on. I'm going to bring Paula back on. Yeah, and we all want to, Irene's going to close us up. And I want to say thank you to Paula. Thank you to Irene. Thank you to all of you for joining us. And thank you to Karen. There's Karen kind of in the back. You saw her for a few minutes. That helps us. We wouldn't be doing it without her. So thank you, everybody.
Absolutely. All right. So thank you, Reverend Angie, for your message market. So we're going to pray the divinity prayer, and that'll be as we close the service. There is a divinity within me that no man can destroy. There is a light within me that only I can dim. As I focus upon this light, it is my perfection, my protection, my very being. It wells within me and fills me. It surrounds me and protects me. It releases me from all negativity and permits myself to move forward with certainty. That wholeness and light are mine, and no thing or being can destroy it. For the Father and I are one and cannot be separated. Know this with certainty. Feel it and experience it. God is, I am, and we are one. And I want to say thank you for attending. And any final words, Reverend Angie?
No, I thank everybody so much. And Paula, thank you for your words of inspiration. It was awesome.
Thank you, Paula. Okay.
Thank you, Irene. Thank you, Reverend Angie, for allowing me to be a part of this beautiful service this evening.
Yeah, and to all of you out there, thank you for joining us tonight.
And happy Mother's Day to all the moms. Early Mother's Day. We're almost there.
Definitely. Yeah.